Ayanna Pressley, however. Can you talk about your decision not to support her and going forward how that will change?
I mean, I think it was clear. I mean, you know, there was two great candidates running, and I've known Mike Capuano for 20 years. He was an incredible congressman to live for the district, and I made the decision. And Council Pressley has been an incredible counselor, and she did an incredible job in the race. I mean, it really was an incredible race. I don't know if you saw this morning Adrian Walker's column. You could feel something. I felt something around 6 o'clock last night when I was out at the polls, and it was just, it's more than change. I think people are frustrated. People are scared. People aren't sure what's happening in our country. People aren't sure what's happening in our state. And I think that a lot of people went to the polls yesterday, and that came out in a lot of different races. I mean, I supported Jeffrey Sanchez, the chairman of Ways and Means in the House of Representatives, super progressive. You know, and again, I just think people are looking. They're not even looking for a difference. They just want to change, and they wanted to stay ahead of what's happening in the country.
Was it Ayanna Pressley's message? Was it who she represents as a minority female, or was it both?
No, I think, you know, a lot of people give a lot of credit to the fact that Ayanna is a woman of color. That's not why she won only. I mean, is that part of it? Maybe, but she had an incredible message. She crisscrossed the district. She talked about up here. She went to church basements. She was in, I saw her at a homeless shelter. She quietly campaigned. She wasn't out there in your face, and people like that. And she shook hands. And she talked to, you know, she talked to everyone that came across her, and she did a remarkable job. And she's going to be an incredible congresswoman for us here in Massachusetts because she's not afraid to fight, and she's certainly not going to back down.
Was it a mistake not endorsing her?
No, there's no mistakes in politics. It was a friendship thing. I mean, you know, there's going to be a lot of second guesses. I know Ginn here tweeted out last night that I was the big loser last night. There's no big losers in this. I said it today. You know, you pick sides, and then you go with whatever happens at the end of the day. You come together. I mean, I've been on the winning side of plenty of campaigns I supported. I've been on the losing side of plenty of campaigns I supported. Ultimately, I was not on the ballot in those races. Like you can't bring it home. Endorsements are nice to have, and if I was with Council Pressley last night, it's not the fact that I was with her. She would have won. She won because she did the work, and she wore down her shoes.
Mayor, did you see this coming a while ago?
I didn't know what I saw. I said earlier before you came over, you know, Adrian Walker called me yesterday around 6 o'clock, and we were talking, and I just felt something different in the street. I was in Jamaica Plain at a polling location, actually Mission Hill at a polling location. I could just feel something, and I think that, you know, I think what's happening around the country, I didn't call that we were going to have higher than expected turnout, but I did say I wouldn't be surprised. And what's happening in Washington, and the uncertainty in this country right now, and the anger, and the people that are scared, it's coming. And I think November's gonna be. I think if what happened in Massachusetts yesterday happens around the country, I don't think there's a question the Democrats went back to Congress. Before yesterday, I would say that we probably have a 50-50 shot. Seeing what happened here in Massachusetts, in Boston yesterday, if that goes around the country, that wave is coming. I guarantee it'll happen November that night. It'll be blowouts all over the country if people feel the same way, and I think they do. I mean, I was in Ohio and Iowa and Indiana, and I felt it. It was there. It's quiet. You don't see it, but you can feel it. So people are quietly getting energized because there's a lot at stake and a lot of concern.
Last question.
Does it hurt you that your endorsements of Josh, of Cap, of Co maybe didn't work out for you? Does it hurt you personally, politically?
I don't think so because I supported Marion Ryan, Ayanna, Cullinane, Liz Malia, people like that. They won. So I mean, again, I think there's too much. I think the press puts too much on political endorsements. And when I say that, that's not a negative. What I'm saying to you, I think there's too much put on endorsements. And if somebody wins, if I'm with a candidate that wins, it's not they didn't win because of my endorsement. I lent my support to that candidate. The candidate wins. And I think when I ran for mayor in 2013, yeah, I had political endorsements, but I would argue that it was my field and my campaign and the work we did that won. It wasn't any one endorsement or any one person. You don't win that way. I mean, you look around. It's like it's not fair to the person who won. It's like Ayanna. Ayanna had a lot of endorsements. If you give credit to all of her endorsements, it's not fair to her candidacy. She won the race by working really hard.
Great.
Do
Thanks,
you
guys.
feel like you're the leader of the Massachusetts Republican Party? And who do you think is? Who do you think leads the Massachusetts Democratic Party?
Oh,
I'm tired too.
I don't know. I mean, I think you had a whole bunch of Democrats on the stage today that are leaders. I think Maura Healey's a leader. I think Deb Goldberg's a leader. I think all of our constitutional office leaders. I think Elizabeth Warren's a leader. I think Senator Markey's a leader. I think our congressional delegations are leaders. I mean, I don't know if there's any one leader. I think the last time we had a kind of a one leader type was Senator Ted Kennedy, and that was our guy.
Thanks,
All right, thanks guys.
Thanks, everybody.